What is up, guys? It is the 15th that finally has every gold gun in the game, iTz Padwani. With TGN.TV, I'm bringing you some gameplay of the newly acquired Annihilation map packs. Those maps came out June 28th on the Xbox Live Marketplace for a whopping usual 1,200 points. And that gave us 5 maps. 4 maps that are multiplayer and 1 zombie map. Those 4 maps are Drive-In, Hazard, Silo, and Hangar 18. And the 1 zombie map is Shangri-La, which I heard is phenomenal. I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's phenomenal. So you will not be seeing any zombie gameplay in this video. But what you will be seeing are 2 to 3 rounds of search on each game, or each map rather. Each round or each game of search is from the same game. I just kind of split the clips to eliminate the downtime in between rounds. So let's get right to it then. This is Drive-In. I heavily favor the right side on defense for Drive-In. I usually snipe on the right, or I go straight to that white trailer right in front of me and plop down a claymore and still cover the right side. The claymore is a good idea because people like to flank through into A to plant, so that claymore will pretty much take on anybody. Avoid the middle of the map at all costs because you will get sniped out 9 times out of 10. The giant whiteboard where the movie would be projected onto does have a sniper perch, so always stay away from that. Stay to the sides of the map. Like I said, the right side I heavily favor, but the left side is also good. I don't know what this dude's doing. He's just kind of trying to haul ass into A. These are 3 rounds. I do go 12-1, and I end the game with 14-2. You do see the 12-1. You do not see the 14-2. This map is well made, like I said, but it does have some flaws. It's really campy, but technically every map is when people don't know them. But this map is extremely campy on both the right and the left sides. There's so many corners and little hiding spots that you can hide in or other people can hide in. And it really feels though like a run and gun map despite the amount of campers we'll run into. You can pretty much get from spawn to spawn without marathon within 20 seconds unless you're getting shot at. Best way to get to spawn if you want to rush from behind is obviously the right side. It's less congested. Don't know what this kid's doing. Drop down, son. Or this kid, he's just kind of chilling in the corner. Corner campers, what are you going to do? And second chance and search, also hate it. This is the sniper spot on offensive side. Looks right over the center of the map, so always stay away, like I said, from the center. Now this is the last round. Like I said, I cut out the downtime in between rounds to put a little less time on the video, trying to make this a little bit shorter. When on this map, if you're rolling napalm, rolling thunder, or mortars, things like that, always try to put your rolling thunder and napalm either up and down across A or across from A to B. That'll put a nice blockade between you and the enemy. In terms of mortars, that little hut with the picnic tables, try to focus them around there, or on the left side next to and around the building with the second story, where the roof is. I don't know what that dude was doing either. He should have killed me. Now, this is the end of this map preview. I do believe I die up here to end my flawless. Almost went flawless, was kind of mad at myself. I should have had this kid. But what are you going to do? So now we were on Hangar 18. So Hangar 18 is probably my second favorite map. It features a blackbird in the middle, and everything pretty much goes to that blackbird. The other cool thing about this map is some Easter egg apple in like a stasis chamber. I don't know exactly what it is, but it seems kind of stupid. Saved a teammate there, shooting that RC car. Road rage, gotta love it. But this map, defense heavily favors defending A. A is really easy to defend. You've got that big sniper building and the 2-story sniper building in the back, and it's protected by those crates. If you are defending B, right next to the ladder is a nice spot. Always remember to check that opening from the middle, and right behind here is a good spot as well because the snipers cannot pick you off. And I don't know what this dude was thinking. I think he threw like 3 or 4 stuns at me, to be honest. We do win this round. You will see one more round of this map where I will show you the B side since this is A. So I will now be running right side on this map. This is overtime, so it is tied 3-3, and we do have one dude AFK, so it's 5v6. Although I've pretty much just spoiled it, but we do win. So B-side's harder to plant and it's harder to defend because it's right out in the open. The building to the right, when I go up on the Blackbird, is the sniper building, so that's really easy to defend B from. Make sure if you're defending B after plant, make sure to always put a claimer behind you, or they will sneak up and stab you in the butt. So if you're by the Blackbird, always stay near B, or the bomb rather. So always check back here, and always check under the Blackbird, on top of the Blackbird and such. Now, the dude that was AFK did get killed, but his death does yield me a juicy 1,000 experience. So 2 kills, and that is the end of this map. So now we have Silo. Now, Silo is probably my least favorite map in this map pack. The way it is made just kind of annoys me, especially because it's one of these maps where they have something launching every 3 minutes. Of course, it's Silo, it's an old, like, abandoned nuke facility. If it's abandoned, why are there still nukes going off, is my question. So I favor the left side. I have been rolling a lightweight ninja sleight of hand setup, which has actually worked really well. And there's a lot of cover on these maps. These cement pipes make really good cover, and they're really nice to run through if you're trying to get from 2 different points. Now, I almost get spawn tomahawked here. Apparently, people are wildly throwing tomahawks, and I almost shit my pants when I saw that thing go across my screen. So always stick to the wall when you're running left side. Now, it's a good idea to always check that truck on the right, because on the first round, I did get someone that was sitting right there, and at the end of this round, I do get another person, I believe the same dude. And overall, still don't like this map. But I see why they made this. I mean, it's different. They've never made a map on really like an incline like this, and it's probably got one of the best sniper spots in the game. Next to A, there's a sniper tower, which gives you about 80% visibility around the whole map, which is really nice for any actual good snipers in this game. And speaking of snipers, that one is fucking awful. So now we are on Hazard, which I saved purposely for last. Now, Hazard is a inspiration from Cliffside from World at War, and it looks exactly the same in terms of placement. I loved Cliffside from World at War. It was probably one of my favorite maps for the Prestige and a half I did play. Now, just like Drive-In, I heavily favor the right side, because you can get from your spawn to A before they can get from their spawn to A, because in order for them to get to A, if they take the road, they have to go from spawn, go past our snipers, and then jump up a wall. So it takes them considerably more time to get to where they need to go, and a really good spot to camp out would be right on top of A-bomb. There's 2 ways in, so you claymore the door and you sit right on top of these golf carts and watch the garage door entrance from the fairway. Now, if you're ever in this position to go from one side of the map to A and you have to run across the fairway, either sprint and dolphin dive and try not to get picked off, or always have smoke. Smoke is really heavy on these new maps because of the some of the spacing for snipers. Very rarely will you be able to go from one side of the map to the other without either A, completely going around the whole map to get to where you need to go, or without going through the middle. And smoke is a good thing to have if you're going through the middle, because unless they're really lucky and get you through the smoke anyways, or have infrared, there's nothing they can really do. So on defense, I like to snipe, and I favor, again, the right side on defense. Very rarely do I go left. I don't think I've ever went left. But just like in World at War, you can still post up back here by the rocks and pick off some people. Now, like I said, I'm still learning the maps, and I believe I get raped by a spaz right here. I don't know why you'd be using a spaz on such a big map, but yeah, he does rape me with a spaz. So going into the 5th round, there's one more round after this. I swapped up back to my AK-47. I don't know why I'm trying to say 74U. Now, in terms of napalm on this map, it's best to drop it along the cliffside, so from their spawn all the way up to B. Because since A's in a building, and napalm doesn't really affect going through buildings all that well, it's best to drop it on B. Now, if you drop it on B, that'll force them to either go A or go through fairway and under to the tunnel to the building right in front of me, which is exactly what they do. So this tunnel is actually perfect if you plant a claymore at the tunnel like that dude did. It usually works very, very well if they don't know that it's there, but I obviously do see it. I'm not that retarded. Last guy left. Don't know how I did not hit him. And that is the third round. So now we are on the last round, and overall, if I had to, this, like I said, this map is the best, but I'd give the entire map pack probably a 7 out of 10. I feel like Silo and Drive-In were rushed a little bit, but Hazard and Hangar 18 were really, really well made. Haven't played Zombies yet, so I can't judge on that, and it's really worth the money. Now, while I have the rest of this time left, in my first video I mentioned like perk setups and things along those lines for videos. I've been trying to figure out how exactly I want to do that, if I want to go perk by perk or perk groups by perk groups or what have you. So if you guys have any ideas, please leave those in the comments or drop me a message on my personal channel. I do respond to everything I can. So guys, I am iTz Padwani with TGN.TV. I hope you enjoyed my first impression video on these map packs, and I will talk to you guys later.